Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I have long heard of the Black Mirror episode USS Callister, and I'd wanted to watch it for ages. I caught it on ABC iView a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I did a video review of it, but I can't find it. But apparently there's going to be a sequel. Now, I was disappointed by the original episode because I had assumed it was just an episode of the show just set in the future on a spaceship, and it was very much like Star Trek, and people were saying that they could do like a spin-off show from it, and it was really good. What the show actually was this guy had created this sort of like virtual reality space based on this TV show that was sort of based on Star Trek parody-wise, and he had basically taken the DNA of people and created virtual selves of them inside this space, and it was almost like they were alive and kept in there. It was weird. Eventually they turn on him, they rebel, and they actually escape and trap him, and I think he dies, and they end up just not free of the simulation or that reality, but free to just explore it. And it's just like they're in this, TV show. And it was an amazing idea. The idea that they could do a spin-off from that and just do a show from that was kind of good, although it was sort of based on a sort of parody of Star Trek, and it had a sort of Galaxy Quest feel about it in some ways. I'm not sure how it would have actually worked as a serious show, but since some people think the Orville is a serious Star Trek show, I can understand how people would think the USS Callister could be a serious Star Trek show. But we won't go into that because some people don't like me saying that. Now, the thing about doing a sequel, and I didn't even read the article on trekmovie.com because I just wanted to talk about the original. So I'm looking at the article, I'm like, am I missing anything? Should I just read it? So it was in 2017, it was the 4th season of Black Mirror, which is from Netflix. And the news is that they're going to do a sequel. They released a short teaser that says in 2007, in 2025, they'll have 6 new stories, and one will look a little bit familiar, apparently, because it's going to be a USS Callister episode. So they don't really have... There's a virtual world, and the CEO had created conscious digital clones of his employees and forced them, blah, blah, blah. So they just go into a bit of what the story was, and that's really it. That guy, Robert Daly, is dead, but the crew, apparently their problems are just beginning, so whether this is a fun little adventure or whether it's going to be some sort of horrific sort of story or an action story, I don't know where it's going to go. They haven't really given much detail. They've just let us know that it's happening, and I'm not sure what the preview shows. I guess I can mute my TV and see what they're actually showing. My TV, my computer. So how long is it? It's not very long. No, it's like 30 seconds. It just shows computer loading, and I guess we're going to see maybe one. Are we going to see anything from the actual production? No, this is just a really, really vague little teaser, and that's it. But it'd be interesting to see another adventure, to see how they handle it. I guess the idea, Cyclonus wanted attention apparently. It was actually his clone. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting as a story to see how these people handle living in this virtual reality. But the idea that there was like this Star Trek-like show they could spin off from this sounded really exciting until I saw the episode and realised that really wasn't what the story was and really wasn't a possibility. So it's kind of disappointing, and I haven't really gotten over the disappointment yet to get excited about the sequel. But it's interesting, and I'm glad they did something with it. Because I don't know if a series would have worked, but it certainly was interesting enough to see where that could go as a second step after the first sort of story. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.